Hello everybody and welcome to the latest ARK streams. For those that saw my post, you'll know that I'm restarting. We've been playing hardcore mode for the last few weeks. It's been great fun, but we're not really getting anywhere with the story doing that. So I'm just trying to get to a location where I'm happy to start the game. And I just got jumped by a couple of Dilophosaurs. I was hoping to get to the location before I started the stream, but I ran out of time. So let's just keep going. I'm almost there now, so hopefully this won't take too much of the stream up getting there. I've got one more dinosaur here I need to be rid of. There we go, level 15 Dilophosaur. And here we go. So this is the area I was looking at. So right up against this waterfall, we've got big stone cliffs around us. I enjoyed hardcore mode, but hope you have more fun playing this. Yep, I'm not saying that hardcore mode wasn't fun. It was just that if we carry on playing hardcore mode, we're never going to get anywhere with the storyline. So this side is a bit uneven. It drops away quite a bit there. But I think if I was to go just across this little river, see if we can get across without putting ourselves in too much danger. There we go. This corner doesn't look too bad. I can remove these rocks. We've got a pickaxe, so we'll have axes as well shortly. 3 viewers already. That's really good. Welcome all. So yeah, just gonna set up base in this area. It's relatively flat. We've got a good water source. We've got trees. We've got rocks. We've got everything we're going to need to make a good solid start. So, other than kill 3 Dilophosaurs on the way here, just to actually get to this location, I've done nothing else as yet. So, let us get on with making some basic equipment. I'm going to need an axe pretty quickly, and for that I need wood. So if I get my pickaxe out, there we go. That's given us the wood we need to make a hatchet. And I've got enough materials left to make a torch as well. So we'll quickly put those into the hotbar. Just looking for, I've got some work today. Okay, yeah, no problem at all. So now I've got the hatchet. When we hit these, we will get more stone, more wood, as opposed to flint and thatch when we're hitting the trees. So it's going to give us plenty of resources very quickly. So what I need to do is just see if we've got any level ups. I've got 4. So I'm going to boost melee damage because at the moment I'm on my own. So I'm going to be reliant on my own ability to defend myself. Let's go learning all this armour. Water skin I'm not too worried about, so we'll leave that for now. We're going to have to learn the thatch stuff. Even though I don't want to build out a thatch, it's a requirement for the wood ones to have pre-learnt that. And we may as well learn spark powder nice and quick as well. So yeah, I don't want to start building until I can build the wooden foundations. So that's what we'll be looking for. So let's have a quick look around and see what we've got around here. So yeah, plenty of rocks. If I come out this way, you can see we're relatively close to the snowy area, which is one of the easiest places to get crystal. So that's nice and local to us. We have got some dinosaurs here. I'm starving already. Wow. Let me just chuck some berries down. Maybe I better get a campfire going quite quickly. So let's just get back to where base is going to be. Let's see if I've got the materials to make a campfire. have. So let's craft one of those. No, I don't want to create a new folder. I want to put it in folder mode, ideally. There we go, that's the one I wanted. So now we've got this campfire. Let's just place this down anywhere here for now. That's only going to be temporary. Let's put half of that wood in there. And all that meat in there. And let's get that lit. So how bad's my food looking? Very bad, and so is my water. My water we can fix quite easily. There we go, that's the water sorted. And now we're actually cooking some food up. Oh. It shouldn't take a while before I can fix the food issue as well. So we'll get that done. If you're here and watching, if you can just say hi in the chat so I know who's watching us today. I'll say hi back to you. And hopefully we can all enjoy this stream and this series together. So there's my first meat. Just see if I can put that into my hotbar. I need to come out of that screen first. So I put meat in the hotbar. Each time I put more meat in, it goes straight there, and that just makes eating it much easier. And there you can see our food's back up to 38. So I'm going to need a couple more chunks of meat as and when it comes available. But that at least should stop us dying anytime soon. Was that another level up? No, it's not yet. We've got just a 2 engram points. So how much hide did I gather from those Dilophosaurs? Not very much, only 12. We've got some fibre as well, so can I make any of the armour at all? Not the bits I'd really like to. Need more fibre. Well, that's easy enough. Right, if I eat one more chunk of meat, that should sustain us for now. So I'm just gonna make some very basic armour just to get us going. Also, by crafting that has given us some level ups. This is all a bonus. So let's again put this on the melee damage. Let's see how we can use the points now then. Mortal Pestle is quite good to learn early on, and so's the wooden club. Before we get narcotics, the wooden club is a good way of knocking dinosaurs out. Right, so we've got a good supply of food now. Let's have a look. I could do with just eating the one more. I think that should take us more or less to 100. 96, close enough. Right, so now we can go and have a look round. We've dealt with the urgent issues. I just walk, that'll probably stop me consuming quite so many bits of food. So right on top of a cliff edge here. Very colourful area down there, and I wonder where that's where maybe we'll get silica pearls and stuff from later in the game. Lots and lots of dinosaurs down there, including some aggressive ones. A couple of flyers down there as well. Also looks like there might be a moss chomp down there. If anyone's watched my previous streams, they'll know how much I like a moss chomp early game. But if they are raptors down there, that's not going to be so easy. And there was quite a big dinosaur there running about that I don't want to go and fight with right now. So we'll head back towards our base. I do need to get this set up pretty quick because I don't want to be having to do a huge run back to base when I die. So I need to get a base in place and get a bed in there so I can respawn at the bed. So this water just looks like this coelacanth. No sign of piranhas. That's a bonus. And this area down here, this is quite flat as well. So, you know, we've got options for other bits of the build down this way. You can see if we've got any dinosaurs we can take down with my spear. Just get some quick level ups. There is a supply drop down there, but given how far out at sea it is, I'm not even going to attempt that. If I got a raft already, then yes, I would sail out there and get it, but that's not going to happen at the moment. You just get a quick drink. So let's have ourselves a look around. So not a lot this way. All the action seems to be down the other way, which is fine, but it's a bit more action than what I was actually hoping for. So we'll go back to base, we'll do some more harvesting, and I hope the harvesting gives us the levels we need to unlock at least the wood foundation. I've got one of the dead dilophosaurs here. I can just harvest the rest of the meat and hide off that. And then just use all my stamina running. So let's just go back to walking. Just gonna jump back across this river again. If we're going to constantly hop across this river, I think we'll be making a bridge across here as well. So let's see what we've got here now. All the wood we put in has been cooked, which is good. And we can now put in another batch of wood as well. So that's going to give us plenty of food. Right, let's start chopping some of these trees out. I'm encumbered already. That's not brilliant. We have got a level up. So let me just put that on weight to help us out. We've reached level 10, so let's just go down to level 10. Still not got the wooden foundations at level 11, so one level off. At least get the foundations. So I don't want to go and learn anything else just yet. Have I got enough resources to build myself a storage? No, I haven't got enough fibre. Can I reach that? I can't. That's just ever so slightly annoying. So what I'm going to have to do is just split half of this wood, drop that, move some closer to this, and then pick that back up. Now we can get loads of fibre. Okay, and if I then drop all this wood again, run around, pick it back up, and we'll sort of relay up to the campfire. So that I don't lose any of it, because it does decompose in about 2 minutes, so you can't leave it on the ground very long at all. And then what I'm going to do, right next to this campfire, I'm going to build a chest just to put wood in initially. Can I actually make the chest? That might actually get the weight down a little bit, so let's make one of those. No, I didn't get my weight down much at all, but I can now place the chest there. I can't access it yet, so I'm too far away. So one more drop of the wood. And there we go. I can now get into the chest. Let's put all this wood in here. And we'll put this stone, thatch. So all the basic building materials I'm going to put in there. And very quickly what I'm going to do, because I didn't alter the setting before I restarted. Oh, what have we got here? What have we got? Is that a Lystrosaurus? I think it is. Yes, male level 85. Wow, that's really good starting level. Let's put that in there. And let's feed him a Tinterberry. There we go. We have ourselves a Lystrosaurus. That's our first tame done. Nice and simple. So I'm just going to go over here away from our base and just dump all these items that I don't want. So if you just bear me 1 second while we do this. That's that sorted. That's the supply drop coming down, and that looks a little bit closer. That might actually be inland. So there we go. Obviously at the minute we haven't got a Lystrosaurus saddle. It's level 127 now though. So he should really be able to help defend our base. So, have we got any more levels? We've got one. We put that on weight again, just to make things easier when we're trying to get about. And level 11, wood foundation. There we go. And let's get the wooden walls. And I could do with the wooden windows as well. With wooden windows. Looks like the windows might be on the next level, so we'll on door frame and the door. That'll do for now. What have I got flying above my head? A pteranodon with the looks of it. It's just coming into land. Unfortunately we're in no position to tame it at all. What is he? He's only level 20 anyway, so that's not a problem. If we were going to tame one, we want a higher level than that realistically. So let's just go on this ledge here. Let's clear out these trees. These bushes. Right. And I'm almost encumbered. That's why I'm walking so slow. Let me just see what I need for the wooden foundations. Wood foundation. Ah, okay. Fibre, thatch and wood. And we've got some of all of that. We'll just craft the one for the time being. Thatch is the problem. But we do know we put a whole batch load of thatch in here. As well as wood and fibre. It should mean we should be able to craft some more. No, because I've just put it all into the storage. Because I clicked it the wrong way. Three more. So that gives us 4. So that's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. I've got some dinosaur poop there. We'll start collecting that. Try and make pretty rapid progress on this first stream if we can. Right then, so 4 foundations. Set them quite high up the bank, and then as we put the next ones in, they should just level off quite nicely. So our view out is going to be over the river. That's going to be the front over that side. We'll have solid walls at the back, and then a window looking out the waterfall, and windows here looking that way as well. So that should all look quite nice. Let me just move this Listosaurus out of the way, and then just tell him to stop, just so that we can build without trapping him in. Those of you who are watching the stream, just wondering if you've pressed the like button or not. It really does help the stream if you could. I'd really appreciate all the help we can get. So thank you if you're about to do that, or you already had. Really appreciate it. So I'm encumbered again. No, I was about to craft up loads more of these. Wasn't too worried about being encumbered, because by doing the crafting, your weight that you're carrying drops. It's one of those things with the game that the sum weight of the item crafted, the weight of the item crafted, is less than the sum of the resources used to make it. In most circumstances, so once you've made something up, you'll be able to move again. So I want basically one more wood foundation, and that'll give us our 3x3 base. What is it that we've run out of to make it? Thatch and wood. Same applies with the raft. Okay, thank you. So one more foundation, and then we're on to walls. I can only craft one of those at the moment as well. More thatch and wood needed. So keep harvesting these local trees. They do all respawn back in, unless it's part or within your structure, and then it shouldn't respawn in. So I shouldn't have any trees spawn in the middle of my base. 6 walls. Let me just make 2 for now. I have now got 9 level ups. So all this building work we're doing really just boost the levels quite quickly. Let me put these levels on, because then I'll be able to make windows, which is what I really want. So let's take the health to 200. Let's take the melee to 200. And let's increase our movement speed. So if we need to run away from something, we've got a better chance. So let's go down to level 12. Wooden window frame, there we go. is a level 14, and the wooden windows to go with it. I'm going to make a ramp, or at least learn a ramp, because I want to have nice easy access to the building. And I was looking for the sloped wooden roof. Maybe I'm just not. Actually, I might put a thatch roof on. Actually, thatch roof on a wooden house might actually look quite nice. So we might leave that at that. Right then, so let's go back up and see what we just zipped past before, and see what we need. A premium saddle is going to come in useful. Narcotics definitely. The simple bed, like I said, I want to get that done ASAP. So if we do die, we can just come straight back in. I will need a cooking pot. Bola. Now, crop plots, bows and arrows. Still got quite a few points to use, so trapdoor wooden ladder. Let's make cementing paste as well. Sloped wooden roof, so we've got an option now of that if we want it. And we've got all the hide armour. And the compost bin. It's definitely worth learning early. Large storage box. And that is going to have to do us for now. And still I can't move. So I've got 3 walls. Let's see how many windows I can make. I can make 5. I'm just going to make 4 for now. I'm going to put one either side of the door. And one on each of the side walls. And then we'll judge what we're doing with the rest of it then, once we've got those bits in. So let's start with the 3 walls along the back. Then let's go with a window in the middle, and the same on this side, and then either side where we're having the doorway. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wooden walls now, and that'll be our first level done. So 4 walls and a door, that's what we need. So just put my axe away, just get some more fibre, so we don't run out. And then more thatch, more wood. Let's just get as much as we can, and then we'll start the crafting process. Right, so we said 4 walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a doorway. And even though we've crafted all that, we're still encumbered. So let's think about the second level. Should we do the second level? Is it the same? Yeah, probably. So if I craft another wall, and there we go, we could just about move. No, not quite. So let's just drop that wood for a minute and pick it up again. Let's put some of these walls in place. That's those 2. So they've all clicked into place, and then we're going to go with the same on the second level. Let's put the door in place. There we go. So make the build secure. So more thatch, more wood. Let's get the second level done, and then we can look at putting ourselves a roof on. So we had 4 windows, didn't we? So it's 3 of them. Thatch seems to be the thing we're running short of. So if we switch to pickaxe, that'll give us more thatch than wood. So we can make the 4th window, and I can make up another 4 walls, so we'll just make up the whole batch. And then we can actually look at where we're at and what we need. So let's start with the window sections, and we're about to have our first night on the game. Some games, if you weren't prepared for the first night, it would be devastating, and we're not quite prepared yet, but we are not doing too bad at all. And yet, all of a sudden now, can't see a thing. Nighttime on this game is so dark. Let me see if I can't craft a fire pit. I can't. Stone and flint's what I need. Where's that campfire? There we go. So I get some stone and flint out of here. Find my way back to the house. Hang on, wait, I've got a torch here somewhere. There we go, that's better. Hi, Lucky Gaming, great to see you. How's your day been today? Hope you've had a fun day. Right, so let me now craft this campfire. I'm going to put this in the house, just gives that bit of lighting and heat. The one outside I will probably destroy pretty shortly, so we won't need the 2 in close proximity. Let's put that right against the back wall there. So as you can see, we're getting our house build done. So 3 more walls. I think as well I'm going to need 2 for the next level, other than the triangle walls. Been a long day, just watching TV with Angel now, and watching you on laptop. Okay. What are you watching on TV? Something good? I don't watch TV very often, so I have no idea what's on the TV at the moment. Right, let me put some wood in there. We've got no meat to put in there at the moment. Let's go and see what we've got in this one. We can probably empty this now. SWAT on Netflix. Okay. Hope you enjoy that. And if we just destroy this. There we go. So we'll give me the resources back from that. So let me just check my food and water situation. I do need to eat again. Water's not looking too bad. How's the new save going? So far so good. I've actually got to the location that I wanted to be in. Let me just boost my weight a few times, which is always good. So relatively flat area, good water supply, good stone and wood supplies. Just laying those wood walls, the triangle ones, just to give me the sloping I need for the roof. And let's see what else we got. So yeah, so far so good. But let us not speak too soon. We know how these games sometimes go. I'll learn the trike saddle. Not going to learn the pipe work just yet. It's not too necessary. I'm going to learn the feeding trough. I was hoping to learn the preserving bit as well, but I've run out of points. And I'm keeping a lookout for the Lystrosaurus saddle. Not got that just yet. That's the one tame we've got. So, can I craft any more of the building? I can. Walls, I can make another 2. So, we'll get those made. So, 1 there and 1 there. So, literally 1... I think I'm 3 walls away from finishing what I need walls wise. Can I make any of the triangular walls whilst we're waiting? I can. I need 2 of each. Oh, I haven't got that many. I haven't got enough resources for that. I'm short on the old wood again. So I'm going to stand by this tree and then just change item. I should still be able to mine it. So, which wall did I just make? Sloped wall left. So I need to make 1 more left one. 2 right ones. And then, how many bits of wall did I say I needed? Was it 3 more? So I'll make 2 of those. So, here's the idea. If I put a wall there, and then the sloped wall there, and then it's going to be there. The other wall there. 2 more triangular pieces, 1 and 2, and we should be able to put a thatch roof on that, and should look quite nice. I gave this a try, didn't do too bad at first, then didn't spot a big dino and got well and truly murdered. Yes, that happens quite regular on this game, that you just suddenly don't see something. You are a Hesperornis, and I would like you to die quite quickly. There we go, it is dead. Now, I haven't got a club, and I'll tell you for why I need a club. Hesperornis drop a very important item. Where is my weaponry? Weapons, here we go. Primitive, melee. Let's make one of those. And the best way of harvesting it, strangely, is with a club. So, let me just get this Lystrosaurus out the way. Come on. Because I don't want to accidentally whack my own dinosaur over the head. Would not be a good plan. So, where is he? Here. So there we go, organic polymer. And we've got, wow. So this was a level 60 Hesperornis. We got 96 organic polymer. This early in the game, that is huge. That really is huge this early in the game. Let's just whack some more weight. We'll deal with those shortly. I want to go and put this in my chest in the house, which I couldn't see for a moment because it was so dark. We haven't got a chest in the house at the moment. I need to sort it out. What do we need to make a large chest? Large chest, we need just some more wood. That's alright. It's almost daylight anyway. So this is a bonus. More wood and more thatch. We can now make a second one of those. So we can start being organised. Let's put one right in this corner. And one, I think, right in this corner. There we go, and then we can start putting stuff away, especially stuff that we don't need immediately. So the hide, the charcoal, don't need those at the moment. Everything else I think can stay in our pockets. We have now some more meat, so we may as well light the fire, get that cooking up. So because it's raining, my water has automatically gone to 100%. And if we've got crop plots, as soon as it rains, they go to full water as well, which is why quite often you don't need the pipe work going up to your crop plots, because the rain will do the job for you. So let's have a look. We need one wooden wall, and we need 6. Let's put it 1 second. Yeah. Welcome to Musan Jackson. Nice to see you. We just finished off our house, and then we'll go and start doing some tames. So 1 wooden wall and 6 sloped thatch roofs, and then I just need the flat bits for the centre, and that should be it, just about done. So it's got to look 1 wall. I'm just short on thatch. Anyway, it knows the game well. The pickaxe will give you more thatch. The normal axe will give you more wood. So that will give us the final wall. So 1 of those. And then I just want it to look nice, which is why I'm putting the thatch roof on there. Sloped thatch roof. I can make 5. So we'll get all those made up. And I don't want to build a ramp at the front as well to make it easier to get in and out. So let's place this final section of wall. There we go. We can start placing these thatch sections. I do love the way this game auto snaps things into position. It does make building so much easier. It really does. So a bit more thatch, and that will be this final section done. There we go. So we'll craft that up, and then I just need the ceiling sections. And I need 3 of those, so 1, 2, 3. Let's put all these final bits in place. One, 2, and 3. There we go. So very basic house build. Windows looking out in different directions. So one look at the waterfall, and the front door coming out down towards the river. Shut the door for now. And I need a wooden ramp, so what do we need for that? Just a bit more wood. So we'll go and grab hold of that. So wooden ramp, just the one should be fine. So these all snap into place as well as everything else does. Okay, so that just gives a bit of a ramp, just so we're not going to sort of jump into the house. That'll do very nicely. Right, what we can do is with these ones as well, around the edges, we can switch these to block, just to make it aesthetically look a bit better. So it actually goes all the way to the ground. Just makes it look a little bit nicer, a bit more finished, as opposed to showing all the base there. I think so. This block here won't be done, and neither will this one back here. So they're all blocks now, as opposed to just the frames. So what we're going to need now is we're going to have to think about doing some tames. So let's increase my movement speed, just so if we do have to run away we can. And let's see what we're going to need. We've already learned the bow and arrow. Just bear with 1 second. Sorry about that, just had to go and plug in the laptop before it died on me. Right then, so we've already learnt narcotics, and we've also learnt the stone arrow. What I need to learn is the trank arrow, assuming we can get down that far. I need the preserving bin as well. Wooden bench, wooden table I'm going to need, just to keep things tidy inside my house. I'm going to leave the metal pick and stuff for the time being. There's the trank arrow I need. Yeah, yes, one day, yes. Let's learn the wall torches as well. And following comments on one of my previous streams, I'm going to learn the parachute. So if we do start to fall down a volcano, we can put the parachute out and maybe not die at the bottom of the hill. So a lot of these things now are stone based. Have we got the Lystrosaurus saddle yet? I'm not seeing it. Let me just go to the top and put saddle in the search box. So we can see which ones we've actually learnt. Parasaur, Carbonomus, Ichipachi Raptor. No, we've not learnt it yet. Not a high enough level. So the one dinosaur we've got, we can't actually go and ride at the moment. Can I turn this fire out now? Let's put it out for a while. Most of the meat is cooked, so that's all good. Right, so let's see if I can't get some metal from these rocks around here. If we can get enough metal, we can then make... glad you're taking precautions, yes. I've never used a parachute on the game yet, so once I make it, I've got to figure out how you actually deploy it in an emergency. So up to 5, 6. I'm going to be encumbered before I get enough metal at this rate. Just see if it does any... Oh, there's 7. Let's see if it does any better with the axe. Not sure it necessarily will. 8. Right, let me just go and deposit a lot of this stone and flint before we get encumbered, and I can't move to do it. So we'll make this chest for the stone items. So stone, flint, metal. We got 8, and I needed 12 for the table I wanted. So I've only got to get 4 more. Let's just try these rocks here. It's another 1, 2, 4. So those ones with the white marks in there, they tend to drop more metal. Oh, I've just broken my axe. Get that repairing whilst I go now, and we should be able to make a table. And the reason I want to make a table is that it will just help keep things looking nice and organised and tidy. So furniture, wood, table. I haven't got enough wood on me. I believe we've got some more in here. No. Finally, I'm out of wood again. Yeah, so the plan is just try and keep things as organised as we can. So I want the table to put on the mortar and pestles. Probably 3 eventually on that, but 2 initially. 1 for spark powder and 1 for narcotics. So I'll put that in that corner there. That's our little workbench area. And let's see now. Mortar and pestle, I just need hide. We have enough stone. I don't think that's going to be enough hide to make 2. Let's have a look. We can at least get 1 go with narcotics, will be a start. Come on, put it on the bench. There we go. No. Let's come to the side with it. That'll do nicely. So if we open the inventory on that, for narcotics we need narcoberries and spoiled meat. And I can't remember the Right, mix. So 1 spoiled meat for 5 narco berries, which means we can make 3 for now, which is not a great deal. Not a great deal at all. So, how do you get more very quickly? Well, what you do is you get your raw meat, put that in your pocket, and you split this down. So now, rather than it all going off in 4.5 minutes, one at a time, all 7 of those will go off in 4.5 minutes, and that makes that process a lot quicker. We need to make ourselves some arrows, and we also need to make ourselves a bow. So start with the arrows. We've got enough to make 8 on us at the moment. Fibre being the restricting factor, as well as flint. Did I put any fibre in here? I didn't. Did put lots of flint in here, so we'll take that out. And we'll just go and harvest some more fibre right outside the door here, look. And we'll just make ourselves up a batch more arrows. Another 18. And when you're crafting these things, which craft very quickly, they do help with your levels. I've got 2 more levels up. I'm going to boost my food so I don't need to come back and eat quite so often. Let me just try and fill that up now. And we've got 71 engram points to use. Let's just go and look at the new levels we just got. Start at the bottom. So, Iguana Dedo, Megasaurus, Saddle, Sword, Stone Fibre, Stone Walls. So, still not got the required saddle that we want. So, we might as well learn all the fur armour whilst we're here. That's the engram points used up. What have we got left in this chest? Oh, just more hide. Ah, that's quite handy. That's very helpful. So what I can do now is make ourselves a second mortar and pestle. And I want to craft that as well at some point. So let's make a second mortar and pestle. And the other one we're going to craft spark powder. So when we make ourselves a preserving bin, that will be what we use to power it. There we go. So for spark powder we need flint and stone. So, stone, flint. We can craft 6 for now. Let me just go over and get some more flint out the cupboard. And we'll put that in there. And then we can make another 50. Yeah, that'll do. And meat hasn't spoilt yet. We have got more narco berries, so that will help. And we still need to make a bow as well. So let's go down to the weapons. Primitive ranged. A bow requires more fibre. And boiler requires thatch. So I want to make a boiler as well. That's very good for keeping the flyers on the ground. So that's that. And then fibre. One thing I want to tame quite quickly is a trike. Their ability to get berries and fibre is immense. So make a bow and I'll make 2 bollers actually, why not? We'll have one in spare in case we mess up with the first one. That's not unheard of. So let's put the bow into our hotbar. And I'll put the boller into the hotbar as well. So if we go and grab those narcotics out that we've made, how many have we got in here? Just the 3 for now, but we have got more narco berries and more spoilt meat now, so I can make another 7. So I'll just wait for these to make up. That'll give us 10. We'll make up 10 trank arrows, and then we'll go and take a walk around and see what's about, and see whether we could actually achieve any further tames right now. I do need to deal with my water issue. It seems to have stopped raining, so let me just jump in the river. There we go, that's not sorted. As you can see, as soon as you jump in water, the food goes all the way up to 100 straight away. So there we go, another 7 of those. And if we go to the ammo, we can now make up 10 trank arrows. And what we need to do is click on that and then click on the bow, so it knows it's using the trank arrows when you get your bow out. We'll just we'll close that door for now. Right, still not got a Lystrosaurus saddle because we haven't unlocked it yet, so we can't go riding that dinosaur as I'd maybe wish to do. I'm going to get my spear out just in case we come across something that I need to kill very quickly. Going prepared, as it were. So, looking down at that beach over there. God, that made me jump for a minute. It's just Carbonemis. It looks like there's a couple of Carbonemis down there and not a lot else right at the moment. So, we'll just shuffle around the beach. Now, there was something large over there earlier, and I didn't get close enough to figure out what it was. And I can't see it there now, so that's a bonus. Now, I'm hoping that I'm right and that this over here is a moss shop. And if it is, I'm hoping it wants a nice, simple food item. No. Giant bee honey. Well, there's nothing like being particular, is there? And you are, I think, yeah, you're just going to be another Lystrosaurus. That is one of the predators just there. Just trying to see. Oh, here we go. It's coming at me now. So, yeah, another Glophosaur. What else is? Oh, I've got another one behind me as well. Where did you come from? So 2 Dilophosaurs attacked me. We've harvested all of that. So that gives us quite a bit of meat. So if we just do that again and just separate all that down, just to give us some more spoilt meat very quickly. And we'll travel a little bit further. So the moss chomps, what they need to tame them is always quite random. Sometimes it's just a berry, which is nice and simple. Other times, like that one, giant bee honey. Well, that's it's a bit early in the game for that. It really is. Now this area is strangely quiet. Am I not quite as far along the beach as what I was thinking I am? Normally around here you'll get the likes of Argentavis and lots of others. There is, looking at it, they look like some of the large predators over there. Possibly Carnotaurus. So that's as far as we're going in that direction. I'm alone and I've only got a spear. That is not going to be a sensible battle. That looks like it's a Sarker over there. So that side's going to be off limits as well until we can get some tames. I must admit, I've never ever had giant bee honey in this game. I've never found the that particular item. So this particular moss chomp is probably going to be one we never tame. What's that down? Is that another Carbonemis down there? Yes, it is. Not too fussed about those. If that's a Pteranodon just coming into land... No, he took off again. That I would have had a look at. We have probably have enough trank arrows, and we've got 2 bollers with us as well. So if he was to land, there's every chance we could tame it. Come on. Be nice to us and land. Well, it didn't land because we were too close. No, it's just swooping down, kidding us all the way. No, I don't think it's going to land anytime soon. Oh, is that another Dilophosaur? I think it is. Oh. Attacked by a group of compies. One more here. Wonder why the music hadn't changed back to normal. Ah, the Pteranodon has landed. Oh, no, it's taken off again. Ugh. Right, let's just deal with these. That's those dealt with. They were the 2 that I'd seen that was I was slightly worried about. So glad to get those dealt with. And look at all this lovely meat I've got on me. Let's just split loads of that down. So that is going to give us lots and lots of spoiled meat. I sort of get the feeling I'm carrying quite a lot of weight now. Not too much, thankfully. I'm also concerned it's starting to get dark. And I don't want to be this far from base if it were to get dark. We have got some more level ups available. So let us hope that we've done enough to get the Listrosaurus saddle. Let's go and have a look. So 3 more level ups. Let's boost our stamina somewhat. Right, so can't remember what level we got down to. There we go. So ghillie armor, toilets, couple more saddles, but still not the saddle we're looking for. I might just end up having a look on the internet to see what level we get that one. So I really can't remember. But anyway, let's have a look. The ghillie stuff is really, really useful. So, and you know what? We've actually got the stuff to make that. It's really good because the hypothermic insulation is 30 and the hypothermic 8. So it works both ways with regards your temperature moderation. So because we've got so much polymer so early in the game, I didn't put it in that one, mate. I put it in this one. And over time polymer goes off, so there's not a great deal of point in keeping it too long. So can we make ourselves some ghillie armor? Let's have a look. Armor ghillie. So we can make the chest piece. Fiber's my limiting factor. Go and deal with that. Just put the spear away. As soon as it got suddenly brighter again, I think it was just because it was raining that it seemed to go quite dark. Actually maybe come back to my base rather earlier than what I'd like to have done. So leggings. Let's make the gauntlets as well, and the boots. If I go all the way down to the bottom of the screen, you'll see us suddenly changing our armour. There we go. What I do, I'm probably going to put the spare armour just in the chest out of the way to drop that excess polymer in there as well. So once all this meat goes off, my pockets will look quite empty. Just got to wait for that to happen. We've got ourselves 2 narcoberry seeds. That's quite helpful. So let's go to structures and let's go to farming. So the small crop plots just need more stone, and we're going to need a bit more wood as well. So have we got any stone left in here? We have. So we can make ourselves a small crop plot. I just need a bit more stone and a bit more wood to make a second one. That should do it quite nicely. So where shall we set up our little garden? Let's set it up on this little bank here. Now what we haven't got at the moment is fertiliser. So it's still a bit early in the game. But we can put a seed in each of them. I did pick up some dino poop earlier, but it appears to have gone off, so it's not helpful. Where's my Lystrosaurus? Have you kindly done us any dinosaur poop? You haven't. Oh well, never mind. So that's one thing we're going to need quite quickly. If we're going to have the crop plots there, we may as well build ourselves a fertiliser bin quite close to that. And we already have the items for that. So what we're now going to need is lots and lots of thatch, and also lots and lots of dinosaur poop to get that going. So let's grab the thatch from here whilst we can. 176, that is a very good start. In fact, we'll just drop that 200 in there. That will make us 4 lots of fertiliser. Once we have 369, 12 lots of dinosaur poop. So for the first couple of bits I find, we're going to have to just put in as they are, just to get the plants going. So that will have to be a bit of a steadier progress. Is this chest now empty? It is. Let's just destroy that and get that out of the way. I don't seem to be able to. Let me try with the axe. No, I'm going to have to do it this way. I'm going to have to just click demolish, I think. There we go. Let's get rid of that. So, quickest way to get dinosaur poop is if you can tame a Vermeer, because you can make those poop on demand. For every 5 stimberries you give them, they will poop. That means that making fertiliser now becomes very, very simple. We have ourselves a pteranodon on the ground, just over there. Now, if we can get a pteranodon, we've got faster movement around the island. And therefore, we'll be able to go and get those things we want. However, if I'm not very much mistaken, it took off before we got there. Yeah, I'd seen it on the ground. As soon as I started running towards it, it took off and flew away. That's slightly annoying. I think you're the moss-chomp that wanted the giant bee honey, aren't you? Oh. No, feed a tinterberry to tame. Wonderful. Not going to name it. What level are you? 14. Oh well. Not a great level. And you've not got a vast amount of weight in order for me to move on you. So 3 level ups. Let's put all that on weight. And hope that when I get back on, we can move a little bit quicker. There we go. That's a bit better. Let's attack these dodos and get some quick level ups, and this little source as well. So just gonna kill these dinosaurs that's around just to get the very quick level ups. We just see if we can't drop some items because he's encumbered so much. Oh, hang on, he's got 3 level ups, so just put all those on weight. Oh, hang on. Need that. Wasn't any more anywhere, was there? I don't think so. Oh. So if you hit a tree with a moss chop, you get lots and lots of thatch from that. Welcome to those that have just joined the stream. Thank you very much for joining. So this is a restart as of today. We've just got ourselves a moss chop, and I'm just trying to level it up as quick as I can, just by attacking these poor, unfortunate dinosaurs that are on the beach. So I'll just let his stamina recover a little bit. And I'm going to drop off some of this wood that he's picked up because he's just carrying too much weight. And I really don't need all this meat either. I need a lot of meat, but not so much that it makes it difficult to get anywhere. And we'll boost his melee damage as well. And it is getting dark, so we need to get a move on getting back home. I don't want to get caught out being miles from base overnight. So we'll now just ignore everything unless it's something we have to kill. First, if you've just joined, if you just say hi in the chat, I will say hello to you on the chat. It's great to know who is watching at different times. Now we do have a predator there that we're going to have to take out. It's a Dilophosaur again. Level 50, so good level. And that's instantly giving us some levels. Again, we've picked up a load more wood again, so we'll just drop that. And again, some of this meat just drop off just so we can move a bit quicker. And he's just pooped again, so I need to just quickly grab that. Come on, there we go. One thing I did notice is on my map there's no mark for my position. Is that a setting you change to show? Bear with 1 second. On the maps, Evolved is a static map and your cursor will be wherever you are on the map. On Ascended, the map moves so that your cursor is always central. So depending on which streams you've looked at, the maps do look different, and they will only fill up as you fly around the map. So and for marking your position, there's a setting on that. Actually, right, I can't look at my map at the moment because it's dark and I won't be able to see it. Let me just try and get back to base. I've come too far down the coast. Just bear 1 second. Okay, just bear 1 second. The problem is when it gets dark and you're not near your base, trying to find your way back. Oh, and he's creeps again. Come on. Oh, we've got a trike there as well. Now, I did say I wanted to tame a trike. Where did he just go? Oh, it's just there. Look, what level are you? Level 10. Okay, not a massively high level, but we can cope with that. But I'm not going to try taming that in the dark. I thought it showed where you are currently, showing you're safe. Yeah, okay. What I'll try and do is I'll try and get back into my house. Let's put these two dinosaurs next to each other. Tell them all to stop so they don't go wandering off. So I've just grabbed some dinosaur poop. So what we can do now is deposit the animal feces in these. There we go. So that one's got 2 in, and this one's got the 1 in. So as well, I forget an odd number. What have we got there? A parasaur style stylish saddle skin. Right, we'll get rid of those shortly. So they should start producing us narco berries fairly quickly. Right, let me just go into my house so I'm safe. Close the door. Come on. There we go. Right, let's see if I can look at the map. Let me try and do this another way. If I throw that down, I know it's a wooden house and I've just put a flame on the ground before you say it. Can I see my map now? Sort of. But my ghillie armour doesn't really help with showing the map, does it? Let me just remove my gauntlets. Okay, so there's my cursor. So you're saying it's not showing a cursor on yours, or... Because I thought it always showed the cursor. I didn't think it didn't show that. Unless it is something in the settings that I've changed. Wait 1 second. Okay, so yeah, that's how my map looks at the moment. If yours doesn't, then it will be something in the settings and I'd have to hunt for it. I don't have the cursor, maybe it's PC. I checked the settings. Exactly where in the settings, I don't know. I can have a look for you and message you off stream if I can find it for you. Right, I've got 2 level ups. Let's again go for my speed, just to help us run away if we need to. And I can pick up my torch again now. I think that'd be a good idea. Just really like that. And let's get some more food cooking in this campfire. I'm going to need a bit more wood in there. So let's get that lit as well. And we could also make ourselves up some more of the narcotics, because we've now got a whole chunk of the spoiled meat. So drugs, narcotics, and craft another 6. So yeah, the narco berries are what's slowing us down. Don't stress, we'll Google it before I play again. Okay, yeah, no problem. And we've got ourselves 112 spark powder. So that's plenty of spark powder for whatever we're going to need in the near future. What I do need to make is a preserving bin. So let's see what we need for that. Fridges, here we go. So just some more stone. Don't think I've got any stone left in here. Nope. So I'm going to have to venture outside. Thankfully this area we've cleared of any dinosaurs that were about. So we are relatively safe in this area now. One didn't seem to want to harvest. Let's try this one. There we go. It's constantly saying that we're cold when we're not in the house, so I'm glad when daylight comes around again. So, can we make that preserving bin now? We can. And I think so we've got a chest on that back wall, cooker there. I think we'll put the preserving bin in this corner. We'll probably end up with having more than one of these as we progress. For now, we'll just put bit of meat in this one, and we'll put some of these berries in here as well. Another thing on the build list is going to have to be a feeding trough to keep our dinosaurs fed. I can't remember which one that comes under. Let's look at wood. Yeah, feeding trough, there we go. That one needs metal as well, so that's going to slow us down a little bit. My water amount is quite low, so I'm just going to have to go and jump in the river. And I need to eat as well. Let's get all our stats sorted out. So we're not going to make a feeding trough anytime soon because we haven't got the metal at the moment. We have got plenty of rocks around here where we might get metal from, such as that one, I think. Let's give it a go. And I've got one. Just switch to the pickaxe. There's 2, 3. We need 8, 4. Halfway there. Got to be very careful not to get too encumbered. Did you put your gauntlets back on? I didn't. Would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Thank you for that. There we go. It's a bit strange that the gauntlets made looking at the map so difficult. But there we go. So get rid of the excess weight. As you can see, it's getting light again. So I might be able to see on these rocks these little white marks, which depicts the ones that's got more metal in. There we go. So that's the metal we need for the feeding trough. Let's see what else we needed. So we've got the metal, wood, thatch and fibre. Just put the axe away for a while. Sort the fibre out. Should be enough fibre. And then that's the thatch. And finally the wood. There we go. I should be able to craft that now, yep. So if I'm going to store all my dinosaurs, where are they all? Down here, then maybe put the feeding trough just down here by the water's edge. And I need to be filling that up with berries to keep them all fed. I've only got herbivores so far, so I don't need to worry about anything else. Don't want to go putting those narco berries in there. That would not be wise. So let's go to the stone chest. We'll put this flint in there, the rest of the stone, and we'll put this metal in there as well. So that one's sorted. This one we're going to go with, it's got polymer in it at the minute and spare armour. Put the extra fibre and wood in there as well. And the thatch, hide. Keep our pockets nice and empty for the time being. And I think we can make another couple of narcotics up. We'll keep doing those bit by bit, and we'll get to where we want to be eventually. Right then, where's my lovely mosh chop? Just going to take you for another trip. See how he's got 4 level ups. So I want to boost his stamina somewhat so he can keep running for longer. And let's boost his movement speed so we can get everywhere that little bit quicker. Right then, where is that Triceratops we saw? Because he would be quite handy to have. He's just over there. So if I can get into position to try and take him out without my other dinosaur attacking, would be quite good. So if I put you over here, set you to passive, and if I go up on these rocks, no, on the rocks would be nice. Come on. No, we can't get up there. That's annoying. I was hoping with having the higher spot would mean I could attack the trike without it attacking me. Never mind. So that's not going to work. So let's get the bow out. So we only have 10 trank arrows. So I've got to make these count. And you don't want to be hitting it in front. Ideally you want to be hitting it from behind. He's getting in the way. And down he goes. That was nice and simple. Let's just grab some berries. So put those berries in there and just wait for him to tame. I do believe we've unlocked the Triceratops saddle. If I can find it. Saddles. Yep. Fibre, hide and wood. So that should be fairly easy to sort out. Got fibre. Got hide, got some wood. Is that enough to make it? Let's have a look. It is. So let's get over to this Triceratops and we can put a saddle on. There we go, and we've got another one that we can now ride. And if you look at that, 233 thatch and an absolute ton of berries in one hit. And with each time he harvests like that, he gets his own level ups as well. 23 narco berries there. And this is the other way of getting narco berries really quickly. It's got 3 level ups, so I'm going to boost his melee damage. So if we get attacked, it's going to be another one that helps defend our base. And when you get him into his run, he is actually quite quick across the ground as well. So extra bonus there. His hit area is quite large. So when you do hit things, you tend to hit more than what you think you would. We'll bring him into the base. And just see what I can take out of his pockets as of use. So the thatch in the wood. Oh, look at that. 100 narco berries. Another 38 there as well. Narco berry seeds. It's all really good stuff. So that is really helpful. Just tell him to follow. We'll take him down towards the feeding trough. And then we'll go back and get our moss chomp. We'll pick up that dinosaur poop first. And we'll start depositing the dinosaur poop now in to the compost bin. So we need 3 lots, and then I'll make the first lot of fertilizer. Right, where did I leave my moss chop? It's just here. And let's see, he's got another 2 level ups as well, and it's time we started boosting his melee damage. I do tend to build these as a tank dinosaur, very strong, and they're actually very good going into caves, so you get lots of stuff crawling on the ground. Because they're low to the ground, they can deal with them quite quickly. And he's just done a poop for me, so we'll have that. So just recovering his stamina before we go that little bit further. One thing I haven't done yet is built a bed. Are we encumbered? Pretty close. Let me just drop this wood. We don't need that. That should help. Yeah, there we go. Because we call this quite a low level, he can't carry that much as yet. And let's just boost his weight once more, just to keep us moving. Now level 29. We have got down there what looks like a couple of Dilophosaurs. So give us a couple of level ups, hopefully. He's pooping rather a lot because I'm making him run. Let me just see if he's got much in my pockets I can just drop to make things easier. Let's just drop a batch of this wood. It's not like it's a problem now to get wood. So yeah, I'm seeing 3 what I believe are Dilophosaurs. Let's see if we can't take them one at a time. This one's quite tough, level 55. Here come the others. One was level 60. 125. Wow. We just pick up my poop as well. So what did that give us? 3 level ups on the moss chop. So let's just keep boosting that melee damage. I'd like to get out towards 500%. Really give us a good attack dinosaur. So let's go a little bit further. Head down towards the chaos corner that we normally get. If nothing else on this journey, I'll be able to make a lot of fertilizer when we get back. Gonna leave the dodo alone this time. I think we've killed enough of those for right now. So, as far as we're letting recover his stamina. So a quick look around, make sure we're not being followed by anything nasty. Right, okay, that's yeah, his stamina didn't recover very much though at all, did it? Just give that a chance to come back up. Maybe I need to do more walking as opposed to running with him. There we go. Much slower pace, but he will keep going at this pace. Right, so when we came here before, I believe there was a Sarco down there, and I believe there is still a Sarco down there. Now, because I haven't got a spyglass yet, because I haven't got crystal, I can't get a look on that and see what level it is. And I don't want to risk it at the moment, I don't think. So, let's go this way. How much dinosaur poop have I actually picked up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One already in it. If I go and get that last one, it's just there. I've got 8, and that means I can make 3 lots of fertilizer. So that will be plenty for now. Now I can see a loot beam in the distance. Don't think we're going to go for that. I can also see lots of the scorpions. Official name I cannot remember. But they're all wandering around in this grassland just ahead of us. Looking like they're attacking an Ankylosaurus possibly. Which is annoying because I do like Ankylosaurus. Very good for gathering stone and metal. Yeah, there's quite the battle going on here. And the way that tail was swung around. Uh-oh. My Moss Chops is dead. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm running. We've got ourselves a death coming up, I think. Oh my, I'm running out of weapons. What do you know? And you know what? We hadn't made ourselves a bed. What did I say earlier in the stream? I need to make myself a bed, and I didn't. Let me just see which is the best west zone to spawn back in. It's definitely west zone 3. Oh dear me.
Are you the one
just
that
getting
I've been waiting for?
too annoyed. Do you know what? I've got a feeling on the settings I didn't turn off hardcore mode. Let me just have a look. So, we'll just ignore what just happened. So, I said at the start of the stream, I thought you caught this like you obviously missed it. We've been playing hardcore for a few weeks, and as though great fun it was, we weren't getting anywhere with the storyline. So I decided that we'd just go back to playing normal mode. However, I have messed up and I've forgotten to take off the hardcore mode on the settings when I started the game. That fun you couldn't stop playing hardcore. Yeah, thank you. So all that work I've just done, we've just lost. And that's annoying. So annoying. And it's 20 past 9, so this stream's almost over. That's so frustrating. Right, create new survivor. Can I change it in the options once I'm in the game? And can I survive long enough to actually get into the settings without being attacked? No, I can't. Just run away. Oh yeah, that's it. Just jump in the sea, why don't you? Oh dear me. Right. Well, at least the Dilophosaurs seem to be leaving me alone. Let me get to options. Damn me. I can't see it on here. I think I'm going to have to come right out of the game and then reset it all. As for the other question that was in earlier, I equally can't see the map marker on this particular options menu. So again, I think you'd have to do that before you load into the game. What thing I do want to turn off is the default survivor items. I think that is the ones that keep coming up in our inventory every time. So let me just see if I've fixed that. If I go to circle, yeah, we've got them all. I just allow myself to die. I know that sounds a bit weird. Come on. Hi, level 130 Dilophosaur there. Right, and then just spawn back in.
Are you the one I've been waiting for?
Yeah. Let's just...
You might be.
Have I solved that issue if nothing else? No. I've not solved that issue either. So I do need to go out of the game and delete my save and then deal with it all and go through the options and fix those problems. What I will say is, given the time, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Frustrating as that was, because I got all that house build done and then realised that I was still on hardcore mode. So annoying, so frustrating. And it was my own fault, because I should have gone into the options and turned that off before we started. But there we go. So next time, I'm going to try and get back to that same location by the waterfall, and we'll start afresh. And I will do it. Once I'm off, once I end the stream, I'll log out and delete the save and start it again. So next stream, we'll go back to the waterfall, hopefully. We'll set up the build there, and we're going to be doing it on normal mode, so we actually make some progress with the story. And see if we can actually figure out where the story actually takes us, because I've never got that far through the game to actually know what the actual end game is. So I know there's some bosses to fight, I know there's some other stuff to do. So we'll try and progress with the storyline next time. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate that. And I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.